Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today's video is about cars. Before we begin, please subscribe and inshallah you'll get good deeds for it. So when you're on the road and you're driving a car, there's speed limits on the road. They can be up to 50 or 60 miles per hour or however many. And the point of these speed limits is to make sure that we don't go so fast that we'll crash into each other. And in this sense, by limiting ourselves to a certain speed, we are able to protect ourselves. And in the same way, what's halal and what's haram, the point of Sharia is to stop us from doing what's going to harm us. And in that sense, we can think of a speed limit and what's halal and haram as both limits that are imposed onto us to help us. And another thing to consider is that different cars, they have different requirements or they go at different speeds. Some cars are really fast, some cars are really slow. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He's not going to judge us all the same way because everybody's different. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He knows all of our situations. All of our situations are different. If you're someone who needs to transport, going back to the car example, if you're someone who needs to transport, like, cows, you're not going to be using the same car as someone who just needs to go from your house to work. And when we think about, and so that's another way we can remind ourselves. And another thing is that whenever we decide to go to somewhere new, usually people will bring along GPSs or maps of some sort. And the reason why they do this is because they don't want to get lost and they want to go and get to their place in a timely manner. And the Quran, it makes sure that we don't get lost and we go to Jannah. And when we stray away from that, then we cause trouble for ourselves or others. And the Quran, it tells us what we need to do. One important thing is that to remember is that we shouldn't get caught up with materialistic things. You are allowed to have cars. Cars are not haram. But we have to remember that these things are materialistic. And at the end of the day, all that matters is Jannah. These things that we collect here, they'll last for however many years or decades or whatever. But at the end of the day, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He's the one who will destroy everything. And we'll have the day of judgment. And all of this stuff won't matter. What matters is the good deeds that we do. What matters is what our iman is, how much time we spent with the Quran, all of these things. And it's important to remember these things because it helps you keep focused on what's important. And I'm not saying it's wrong to own a car. And I'm not saying it's bad to enjoy the blessings you gain in this life. What I am saying is that don't be disillusioned. Don't make your whole life a purpose about them. You want to enjoy these things? Go ahead. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave you these things. But don't forget to say Alhamdulillah. And don't forget that at the end of the day, everything belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And so does you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah khairan kaseer for watching. Please subscribe. And inshallah you'll get good deeds for it.